Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 19 of Dratnos' Minecraft Technic Pack Let's Play. So our filler has finished adding dirt over this river here. It's filled up and the villagers have started putting buildings here. So I'll go through those in a second and what they are. Actually, I'll say this one right now. It's a sun calendar, I think, which is it's kind of weird. It's not actually a very good circle if that's what they were going for, but that's okay. I'm bad at circles in Minecraft as well. It's got these kind of gong things behind it. Maybe that's like a clock or something on the back there. Now, I know some of you might be ecologically inclined and might be mad here that I've kind of, cut this river and destroyed some local animal habitats or something. But I think that's not the right way to look at it. I think the right way to look at it is that there was one body of water here before, and now there are two bodies of water. Which means that I am an ecologically friendly Minecrafter, and I am improving the world by adding more natural environments. So, what's this? Well, this is a library, and in Millionaire, libraries just tell you where all of the citizens are, where they are, and what they're doing. It's kind of like Foursquare, except everybody in the village actually has to use it. And so it's got where they are, their family, and what they're actually doing, which is it's pretty cool. It's useful if you're trying to find that one villager, which I don't think you ever do, so it's not useful. This is a plot of land. You can buy plots of lands from the villagers, and then they'll build it. They'll build you kind of a skeleton of a house there, and it's kind of a guarantee that they won't mess up anything you build in this square, because otherwise, if I'd just built something here, they would have just gone and built around it and destroyed it. So that's kind of cool. It makes you feel sort of like you're a part of the village. This is their temple. It's been growing as well. We've got a couple new buildings up over here. Everything is kind of being upgraded to stone, which is pretty useful. So let's get started with what we're building today. I figured we'd start with the cobblestone generator into quarry into diamond aspect of the machine. So I've gone ahead and gathered all the materials that we should need for this. And I will go ahead and show it to you in time-lapsed slow motion. So first thing we're going to need to do is kind of build some an outside ring of the walls, because that will be helpful in enabling us to build within said aforementioned walls. So we'll go ahead and use stone brick here, and I like having some cracked stone brick in there as well. I don't have as much of that, so I'll only use a few of those, but if I intersperse them throughout the walls, I think it'll make it look pretty nice. I just need the kind of frame now. I can actually build most of the outside and decorating stuff later. Just kind of need to know where everything will go. So, after I remember how to correctly build cobblestone generators, there we go. Need to stick a block back here and have the water flow down. Everything that I'm doing here I've already done in episodes 12 and onwards up to now. So watch those if you are confused as to what exactly I'm doing. Because this is obviously a lot faster than those episodes were, because this is at 4 times speed. Indeed it is. So, while I do some math here and try to figure out exactly where each generator should go, okay, here. Let's see. I think we can use... Ooh! Well, that sucks. Okay, I've just wasted one of my lavas, but that's okay. And I've also wasted some of my water. Gonna have to rethink this. Alright, well, now I've got one fewer lava, so I'm gonna need to conserve some of my lava by having some of the generators share the same lava. So I can do that by having one lava at the corners serve 2 generators. Like so. Yeah, this'll work. Okay. So... I'll have to realign all the stuff that I already built, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And now if I go ahead and put in the water here, I can go with lava there, and ooh, messed that up there because it hit the cobblestone and it hit the lava and turned into cobblestone and then flowed in an irritating fashion. But that's okay, because I still have enough and now I have no more room to make mistakes with this. Let's go ahead and gather some... Ooh. Forgot there. We've messed that up slightly. Wait, hang on. We forgot to move over the top part there. That's the issue. Cool. Alright, that's roughly the cobblestone generators done. I just have to make sure I put in the water first so we don't get that issue we had over on the other side. And if I just stick lava, I know I could do just one in the middle, but I kind of like it looking even. There we go. Okay, so now we need to designate the area for our quarries, which would be a good idea if we had both the quarries and the designators for that area. And we'll take some of the engines as well. So we'll go ahead and use dirt to prepare the areas to designate with landmarks. There we go, form a link there, and a link there. And if we hop up, there's our volume. So we just need to stick a quarry, maybe right down there, yeah. Cool. Designated our first quarry's volume. And we need to repeat the process for the next 4 quarries, which shall be done like so. Ta-da! Up, and there we go. And for this one, we can have it maybe, yeah, right there on the inside. Cool. And I just need to make sure... Oh, I seem to have lost one of my landmarks, because I came out here with 8, and now I only have 7, so it must have landed in lava. That's good, because I only need 4. And if we repeat the same process here, designating the cobblestone area to be quarried. Ta-da! And another quarry right there. I know it's facing the wrong direction, but it won't be visible from the outside, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And we need once more to repeat the process here at the edge, which will mean going up and making sure we're at the right height. There's it. There's the area, and there's the volume. And, ooh, we need the quarry to go right there if we want it to be the same as he's on the other side. So there we go. That'll do. And we've got our landmarks back. Nice. So there are our 4 quarries all prepared, and the landmark's still not there. That's a shame. We lost one. That's going to annoy me a little bit. And we need to make sure that these engines can be accessed for the coal that we'll add later. So it's important that they always have something, a space where the pipe can come and pipe the coal in. Also, I realize here that now I need to make a wrench. So I'm going to go ahead and fumble around for a bit, trying to find one, and then realize I don't have one. And then convert down... Ooh, wait, that's not how you make a wrench. So in order to make a Buildcraft wrench, we're going to need gears, which are made with sticks and cobblestone, as you may recall. So I'll go ahead and make the cobblestone out of transmutation, the sticks out of wood, and oops, there's a wooden gear, and there's a stone gear, and then if we stick some iron around a stone gear, there's our wrench. Nice. So now we can adjust the orientation here so that both engines power quarries instead of each other. And if we make sure that we can get ourselves redstone torches behind the engines. Perfect. Alright, every engine now has redstone power and an accessible space for when we get the coal working. And, ooh, that's weird. That should not work like that. Oh, it seems to have destroyed the quarry. Well, that's certainly no good. We'll fix that later. I've got a spare quarry anyway. We'll be fine. Yeah, I've got a spare quarry over here. Yeah, I'll have to fix that at some point. But for now, let's just see if we can get everything working with our 2 central quarries, which won't destroy each other. I think the issue was that the quarry lines intersected, and so it decided to build down by 1, which then caused it to try and build a frame in itself, which caused it to remove itself, which it's kind of bad. Okay, so we need to get, yeah, this needs to flow into a chest, because why not? I suppose it doesn't actually need to do that, but I like it that way. And then we need that to further flow into an automatic crafting table to convert our cobblestone into redstone ore. So if we stick the crafting table there, cool. And we go ahead, ooh, we're going to need some more cobblestone. Luckily enough, I have a cobblestone generator right here. And we stick a chest here so that we put a philosopher's stone in it and it'll actually work. It's important that things actually work. It's one of the great many things I've learned in this game. And we can power up the, ooh, and we need our wrench again, don't we? Yes, we do. To make sure that the engines power the right things and not each other. We'll go ahead and plant a flower there to keep our inventory nice and open. And sweet, that part's gonna work. Nice. And we need to have now the next phase in this, which is going to be redstone ore transmuted into iron ore. So we need to actually get enough redstone ore to make that transmutation. Luckily enough, we do have just enough, I believe, if we use some of this dirt. Yeah, this should be good, because we only need 4 redstone ore. I should have been a bit more prepared on that, but luckily enough, with equivalent exchange, you can just transmute into stuff if you're unprepared, which is good if you're an unprepared recorder, like I tend to be. So let's go ahead and get these quarries going so we can test this machine. Eventually, we'll work in the coal thing, where it automatically repowers itself, but for now, let's just try and get the basic framework of the machine down. And there it is. And we need now our macerator to get the double efficiency here. And, ooh, I remember now we need it to not go in from the side. However, I unfortunately currently believe that it needs to go in the bottom, which is quite wrong. It needs to go around up to the top of the machine. Well, that's awkward. I will fix that in a second when I realize this, because this is I'm not speaking very slowly and having this come out nicely. I'm actually recording this after having already done it. And I realize now that I'm mildly derping. But that's okay. Everybody derps from once in a while. We'll fix that in a bit. We've got our solar flower set up. We'll have to integrate that into the roof, so that'll help us know where we need our roof to be. That'll be pretty good. We should have enough space, actually, for some... Yeah, that'll actually fit in perfectly with the height of the quarries. We'll have a nice building here. And so if we get our wires set up, it can go down 4 before we need it to go into a bat box, which, there it is. There's our bat box. And that'll power both the electric furnace and the macerator. Of course, I have mildly once again derped, and now I believe that I'm about to realize my derpage. And one of my derps here is that I have the bat box output facing the side, and it needs to be facing the bottom. So I need to make myself an industrial craft wrench, because there are 2 different wrenches in Technic, and you always end up needing both. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is, I know it's made out of bronze, but I remember at one point you could transmute tin to bronze. I guess you can't anymore, because I tried that and it didn't work. So I'll end up going and getting some bronze off camera. But for now, this should work, and I'll just set things up underneath, because I still believe that they need to go underneath. And see if, let's see, we can transmute the tin bars. No, you can't. You used to be able to. I know you used to be able to. I don't think I'm crazy here. Alright, so I've gone and gathered a bronze one myself. And sweet. Oh, and now I realize my derp. That's okay. So we have it go around up to the top instead. That should be fine. Fill in the bottom. Stick the iron ore at the top. And now we just need to quickly adjust here because we made the same derp. And that would mean adjusting this as well, but that's okay. There we go. Now everything will work up to the electric furnace. Looks like we've still got some coal in our quarries for now. That's useful. So yeah, the electric furnace is working well. Now we need to move that on to the iron bar into gold thing. I realized that last time I had it do this stage at the gold part, but I think it's nice to kind of change things up and to have the macerator more like halfway through the process. It's also not a huge issue unless you have a bunch, because it'll... If you have it do the iron, then it'll do more work, which I think is kind of cooler, but it also is less efficient. So you want to keep it in doing the gold, macerating the gold, if you want to have a more efficient system. But efficiency is for the weak, in my opinion. So we'll go ahead and not be efficient, because, as I said, efficiency is for the weak. So this will be where we're going to have eventually a teleport pipe to the main diamond building, but for now we'll just put a chest to store our diamonds. And I believe that that's working quite nicely. So if we watch it for a little while here now, everything is going down. Next episode, what we're going to need to do is sort out the coal situation so that we transmute some of the redstone into coal. But we can sort that out probably pretty easily. We do have some space issues here, but that's nothing that a bit of rearranging can't fix. Also, we'll have to figure out how to make the quarries work. I think it's a pretty easy fix. I think we'll just need to scoot 1 block to the right. But that's okay. We can do that as well. We'll need to build the outside of the building. And let's see, how are we doing on our diamond machine? Still gonna need a bit more. We can see everything here going in nice fast speeds. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Maybe I'll help the machine out a bit here. And speed up some of the diamondification by just adding in some resources of my own. Which I will do very shortly, if I recall correctly. Here it is, yes. Here, wait for it. There we go. And I'll stick some more iron in there. So, iron in there, gold out there, diamond. There it is. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been Dratnos. Goodbye.